Hello, okay, next one. This one is a fairly easy one. You can make easy points, so learn how to do it, and then you can make easy points and quickly, which will give you more time for the other questions. So, this is actually, and this is funny because I remember this was in the exam. So, for this one, you can actually install that stuff by installing something, and it's in the base OS, so I think it should even be in the exam, but basically it will be installed in the exam. That's what you will get. That's how they did it. It's pretty simple. You can use dnf install words, and that will basically install a dictionary. So in the dictionary there will be tons of words, so you just do this, and this is a preparation for your lab basically, so you don't need to crush your head with making up words and writing them down. You can just install that and it will be there exactly where they say it is. So the question is, from this file extract words containing the little pieces ich, like in German ich. So what you are going to do, we're going to do a grep. So what is grep? Well, grep is a very important tool that anyone should use. There's even a newer one which I like to use nowadays. It's called Rust grep. Actually, rip grep, and it's written in Rust, sorry. And it's even much quicker, but grep itself is already a very powerful tool that anyone using Linux should know or knows already. So if you do a grep help, it will tell you the options that you can use. For instance, in this case, the -i would be to ignore the case. In this case, they don't tell us to ignore the case, so basically we should stick to just picking up the words that contain this. Basically, grep is finding things in files or in file names, depending what you ask for, you know. But if you do just a grep, and you can do it recursively as well if you specify the option -r, but basically it's to find the content of the files. That's mostly what it does. And within the content of many files, it will find the results and highlight them for you. Again, you have this rip grep, which is even better, but grep is already great. So in our case, you want to grep, basically, this thing for what word? You want to grep it for the word, you want to grep it for ich. So you do it like this, and then zoop, that's it. You already get the results. So I'm telling you, it's super quick. Basically, you grep what you search and then where you search. So I did it in this case with the quotes, but since it's a very simple word, you don't need it. You can just do it like this, it works. And then you basically redirect it to the file they tell you to redirect it to. So which would be root and lines. And that's it. Goodbye. I'm joking, but technically that's it. This is it. You don't need more. This is super easy. This one is really one of the easiest point you will make in this exam. I mean, I don't know how many points it gives you, but it's super easy. So basically, if you do a cat now of this, you will see all the words where it contains the little piece ich. So this is actually a lot. You cannot manually copy this. I'm sorry, in this case you cannot manually copy this. This is just too much. This is crazy. I mean, you would spend probably an hour on this. So grep is what you need to use, and that's basically it. This is it, so I will copy it there. We can just have a look also at the various, for instance, let's say I would like to grep ich within all the files that are in the root directory. I could do it. That would be like this. I will search for ich. I will do the recursive, and then this would basically do it there, but I could do it here, and then you see it will search in a bunch of places. Again, I could remove the errors by doing this if there are many errors, and then I would put them in dev null just to keep the right flow. It will even find something in boot system. So I think there is also an option to avoid those kind of files, but basically you will find a bunch of files which contain that. Yeah, but technically that's it. And then you do a grep help. It will tell you a bunch of Options you can use, the line numbers, print line numbers with output lines. Basically that would be also something. If they ask you to put the line numbers, then you do it like this. And wait a second, I'll use this one that we used before. I will remove this. I will just want to output the stuff. And if you do a -n, then you will see, you see all the line numbers. So many lines. Imagine if you had to look for it by hand. This would be crazy. And what else? I don't know. I could stop here, but you can also stop here. Don't listen to my nonsense. But you see, you have so many options. Extended regeps. This is also a very powerful tool. You can use regular expressions to basically filter out stuff. Usually what you will do is you will have some results in whatever. Let's say even, let's be crazy. Look, the grep help, and you pipe the results into, for instance, you want to grep for -u. And then it will show you the line where the U appears, you see? But in this case, it didn't show the -u from the end. That's interesting, actually. Let me see. Grep help. And then if I grep for, let me see if I do like this. Maybe I need to use regular expressions in this case, actually. Maybe there is another way, but let's see. Let's find out. Yeah, you see. So I will try with regular expression. This goes like this. And then you can, I think, do like this, or you need to escape it, maybe. Yeah, you see, you need to escape it. Maybe if I escape it without this, it would already work. Yeah, even without the regular expression, there is a minimum of escaping without the extended regular expression search. For instance, if you would, I would like to see all the lines that contain dash and a vowel, for instance. Let's be crazy. So I do this, and then I do with regular expression. I will do something like check, escape, because I think it needs to be escaped every time, and then it has to be a vowel. Then I will do these brackets, and I will put, for instance, A, E, I, O, U, or Y even. Is Y a vowel? Yeah, that's arguable, but I think it is. So, and then you do this, and then you see you get only the results from the help of the grep, which contain dash and vowel afterwards. And it's highlighted, you see them highlighted here. So this is pretty convenient. You can also do this like in there. You can grep with N, and then you will see the lines. Also where it appears in the help file. So many options. I mean, you can really check it out, and I suggest also you check the man page. You will find so much resource in there. This is a very powerful, very complex tool. Actually, it's great for simple tasks, but it also can be used for pretty complex stuff. So especially if you start going into regular expression. I mean, I just scratched the surface, but like, look at these things it can do. I mean, it's pretty cool. And then you have the examples at the end. Normally you should have examples. Yeah, okay, they weren't very kind. They just put one example. What? This is ridiculous. And what an example even. Look, you see what they do is do it a bit too crazy. I mean, they should have put many examples. It's a bit ridiculous. Which is when actually TLDR shines. I mean, look, if you do a TLDR, there you get very cool examples actually, which you don't have access to during the exam, but still for learning it's good. And yeah, you see, for instance, grep, search for line matching a pattern, printing only the matched text. Yeah, basically that's what it does. Stand in for lines that do not match a pattern. You can do so many things. With context also, oh yeah, there is something I'm using constantly also, that's pretty cool. If you do a grep, for instance, let's keep this grep that we had just now. I can add also one option, which is the big letter A. I mean, it's not there in the TLDR, but it's cool. It means like I will show also, let's say, 3 lines after the results. I will also show them in the results of the grep. So if I do like this, basically, what it will do is that you see every time there is a result, it's giving me the 3 lines that are after. You see, line 33, but then line 33 is the result, but then it gives me also 34, 35, 36. let's say line 46 is the result, but then it gives me 47, 48, 49, which happened actually in this case to be also matching. And then 50 is not the result, but it's the context, 3 lines after. So, and you can do the same for lines before if you do a B instead of the A, and you can do B and A. So it's a bit, you see, now I have the lines before. So this is really funny, right? Like, I mean, it's not hilarious, but it's pretty funny. Like you really see here, for instance, 7, but then 6, 4, 6, 5, 4. Yeah, this is cool. And then, yeah, I could show you also the rip grep, which is also great, but yeah, enough for this lecture. I mean, it's already a lot. If you play with the grep, I suggest you play with it. You can play with the exercise. The exercise is good. It's good practice, but it's simple. You could do much more complex research queries with the regular expressions especially, but also with the other options there. Yeah, enjoy that and have fun, and see you in the next video.